Isn't that clear?
It's but again, it has to happen in both countries to what's actually going on, because the ultimate goal here, the prize, if you will, is integrating these countries under a globalized plan. But I recollect that some 30 U.S.-based organizations, I think they sent an open letter to Congress in April of 2008 criticizing the secrecy and lack of any democratic oversight for the Security and Prosperity Partnership. And what differentiates the Security and Prosperity Partnership, which really is the Constitution to the North American Union, from other security and trade agreements, is that it's not subject to congressional oversight or approval. And in Canada, there's no parliamentary debate. There's no participation in society.
Sure.
We don't even know what's going on. And there's established corporate government's bureaucracy over that of the people. And civil society needs to stand up, stand out, participate, and be heard, and take control back, because they have some wild horses here that are running off in different directions and are going to take them somewhere they do not want to be. And we all
exactly. We have 416 calling from, I believe, Canada, maybe even, I'm not sure. I open his or her microphone. Please tell me what's your state is, what's your name and your state is. Go ahead, please.
Calling from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, a member of TorontoChange.com, and we are basically in full support of you, Andrew, and you're just a bullet in disguise. The way you speak, your eloquence, the way you can just parry everything that has to be said, I cannot commend you enough, and I couldn't be more proud to have a new leader for the Canadian Action Party. Basically, I woke up a few years ago, been learning myself about the NAU, and basically how, the multinationalists are basically controlling everything, global corporatists, the Illuminati, the whole bit. And I'm just, this is more of a call as a comment just to say thank you. And I'm glad that, you're in the Canadian Action Party, so.
Can you please bring your things down, because we hear you background, the voices from the Blog Talk.
Hey, sorry about that.
Oh, yeah, so now it's okay. Go ahead.
Let me first thank you very much for the call and the endorsement. In the end here, this has got nothing to do with any individual, and being placed in a position as leader of this party. It's not about me, and it's not about any particular individual or group or agenda. It's about our nationhood. It's about the truth. It's about accountability, and it's about our future. And that I'm in a position to speak to this, then I hope and I pray that the words come out fluently, and that the integrity and honesty that has been born in my soul comes out in a way that's clear, that people can see, and you can hear it in my voice and see it in my eyes, and recognize that I speak the truth, and I speak of genuine concerns for my fellow man, and I speak of utmost love for this country, that I will not falter. And I will not falter because of people like yourself. And thank you very much for the phone call.
Yes, you're very welcome, sir. But please tune in 12/09/2008, 7 p.m. Pacific, probably 10 o'clock your time. We have Noni Darwish is with us, and she will give you a lot of information about radical Islam, what they have in mind for Canada and USA and Europe. And please tune in, and it's an important transmission like this one you don't want to miss. So go ahead, please, any of you.
I just basically, like I said, it was just a comment. And again, I know what you're saying when you say that it's not about you, it's about us as a whole. But that's the thing. No other political party in Canada has come forward as you have. Even though you're not a politician, as you claim yourself, you're a physician. And I mean, it's just so commendable to actually have somebody who has the ability to use their vocabulary so well that they can actually explain in like very simple terms what is going on in Canada and United States and what we need to do besides wake up and to take action, basically. So, I'm just like, again, I'm ecstatic that we have you leading this political party, and I really do hope that it will actually cause some major changes in this country, because a lot of people though there are Canadians that are awake, there's still many that are sleeping. And it's our job to spread the news, continue to, educate people about what is really going on, and just do our best.
I fully recognize that, and so we all have a collective goal together. And enlightenment, to a certain extent, it starts with awareness, and awareness requires people to hear a message, and hearing the message has to come at this point by the means available to society. And unfortunately, the national message in our national newspapers or on our national broadcasting systems is not getting the proper message out there. So we have to rely on each other to build up, as well as the resources that currently are based on the Internet. And that basically, the Internet has become pretty much the downfall for much of the secrecy that these international globalists have been working towards and being thankful to have, because the Internet's bringing these issues out to the public who are genuinely seeking this information, actually going and getting it. And doing so now is a means to unite those people together. And I see the Canadian Action Party as a vehicle to that end, and a means to that truth, and a means to that implementation of what's required and for our nationhood to survive and prosper for us and by us, and not be imposed on us by others for their agenda at our expense. And we will do it. And I'm thankful to be in a position to have the voice and the party to create that future for us. And we will do it. And like I was saying earlier, that, when you're going against the Hoover Dam, you got to make a few cracks. Well, we already have things in place here. As soon as society realizes that they've been lied to in a way that's personally harmed them all individually in profound ways, and when they realize that they've placed their trust and faith in those in positions of authority blindly, that's going to be a huge wake-up call. We have that issue on our plate right now. It's something else I was involved in before I came into this political scene. It's something that isn't going to follow through, and we do have truth there in a way that's going to impact every individual across our nation and the planet, if you will, when this truth comes out. And this has got back to do with the vaccine industry, but we'll get to that eventually. That truth is coming out. But, that whole process there as well. We already have that work before the federal courts in the United States. We know, we see it, it's out there. These are causing harm to more people than not. And that truth is another big lie of a system that rather would focus on personal profits and again sells a story for your greater good. The greater good in multiple spheres and aspects of society has become the greater bad in the interest of profit to the extent of harming the individual. And as a famous historical philosopher has said, life is nasty, brutish, and short. Canadian and North America are powerful nations with an autonomy that belongs to the people, that our fathers and mothers and people before us have fought with their lives, hearts and souls to defend and fend and create. And none of us as individuals are willing to stand back and watch these great nations go down into some sort of globalist, self-appointed gods, if you will, to run our futures. I'm not angry. I'm not even an advocate, if you will, but I've been forced into this nature, and I'm just intent on doing the right thing. And if I see it's the right thing and science says it's the right thing, then I'll follow that through till it comes to the end result. And the end result is to bring power and control back to the people for the betterment of mankind. And it's not about being better than them. It's about helping them all become better. We all take on that philosophy. We'll have a great nation, a great continent, and potentially a great world. But we'll always have these forces that are out there to suppress us, enslave us, and profit off us and use us to their own agenda. These will change, but change has started somewhere. A paradigm shift is in the mix.
Exactly.
Overall,
sorry, one moment, please. I would like to read the comments from one of our, and I would like also American people call as well. This is not only specialized for Canada nation. American people also need to call as well, 1-347-884-9191, press 1. And one of our listener, the exchanger, said A+++, Dr. Andrew J. Moulden is amazing. He is the one to put Canada into the direct action. No more left or no more right with him. It is straight ahead.